This
AyeQ!
is crazy.
AyeQ!
This is what imagine him shooting in a hospital just to deal with, and the baby's coming out. Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.
What up, y'all? It's your boy AyeQ, and I got a goodie for y'all today. I got a real good video for you guys today, man. This video, the title of the video is Dating Younger Men in Your 50s. So this video is by a woman in her 50s who have a thing for younger men. I don't know. I'm always curious to know, why do older women date younger men? Well, let's be frank. It's because of a sexual thing. Of course, they probably find younger men more attractive than older men. It is what it is. So, with no further ado, let's get right into it.
Conversations with Leslie. Today's video, we are going to be talking about dating younger men when you are in your 50s.
It's crazy.
And the reason why I'm going to title it When You're in Your 50s, because I am in my 50s. And I just wanted to touch base on it. I've talked a little bit about it in other videos, but I just want to give you guys a little update, tell you what's going on. Am I dating any younger men? You know, what's going on? Well, before we get started, if you don't mind liking the video, if you don't mind sharing the video, and at the end of the video, if I can get you to comment, talk to me. You know, tell me what's going on. Have you dated younger men? Okay? All right, guys. Well, thank you for stopping by. Well, I want to get started by saying there is so much on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, on all of these channels about dating younger men. Oh my gosh, I did not know that this was a topic like it is now. When I got on here a year ago to do those videos, guys, I just got on here to just kind of tell you that that's what was going on with me. That everywhere I went, these young men were like hitting on me and trying to talk to me and take me out, and all this stuff is the reason why I actually made those videos. I really didn't know that it was a topic. I didn't. I honestly didn't. But everywhere I go, women in their 50s, in their 60s, are kind of like saying, okay, these young guys, and they're like, okay, these young men are hitting on me. Do they know what they are, you know, asking for?
Look, let me just say this, man. Now, there are some older women who qualify for younger dudes to knock the dust off that box. All right? So from time to time, you might run into an older chick that you just look and say, man, I'll knock the dust off that thing. You know what I'm saying? So to some men, I think this chick, well, she's an older woman. So this older woman qualifies to get the dust knocked off that thing. All right? So that's probably what it is. Let's get into it, though.
Woman, I'm this, that, and the other. And I've seen so many videos. I'm like, okay, we need to touch on this again. This is a topic that needs to be, you know, kind of revisited. So I thought I would go ahead and revisit it. I talked a little bit about a couple of relationships that I've had on this channel. Told you guys a little bit about them. And then I have a video coming up.
Damn, how many?
But I have actually dated, kind of talked to a few young guys, and I really wasn't interested. And the reason why I was not interested is because I felt like, you know, dude, you're in your close to 30s, 29, you're 30. I have kids this age, you know, and I just thought it to be such a terrible thing. But I'm telling you now, girls, this seems to be the thing. It's like, that is, younger men are, it seems like they are attracted to women in their 50s. And
what?
And I am assuming 60s, because you have these 60-year-old women online talking about these young men are approaching them, trying to talk to them. And I'm like, get out of here. You know, like, really? I mean, what is this all about? Seriously. Because if I can remember when I was younger, I don't remember that like being a thing where younger men were just really into 40, 50, 60-year-old women. I don't really remember that. So I'm like, okay, what's going on?
What's going on is we about to hit a recession, okay? So let me just keep it a buck, man, because for some reason, some women are always in denial. The reason why younger dudes date older women is to either get back on their feet or is based on an opportunity that they see. Or they might just want to smash that old thing. You know what I'm saying? But they want to be just smashing you, just in and out. No type of hanging out, no type of dates. It's just like a sexual thing, you know what I'm saying? So that's usually the reason why a younger dude will smash a older woman. But a lot of times women tend to know like that's what it is, but they try to ignore the fact and believe like, yo, this young dude is really into me. I probably still got my groove. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man.
And I have asked a couple of young men, you know, why are you trying to seek out an older lady? You know, for one, I will say that a lot of young men that have tried to talk to me always say, you don't look like when they approach me, they'll say, you know, I'll always ask, so how do you think I am? You know, first I try to see, what do you think? Because, you know, this can't be no sugar mama. I'm not no cougar. I'm not supposed to be none of that for you. Oh, baby, no. Because, no. So I always ask.
See what I'm saying? So she don't want to be a sugar mama. She don't want to be a cougar. So what you want to be? Listen, man, it is what it is, man. We got to keep it a bucket. See, that's the problem. If you're an older woman, you got to be either his sugar mama, his cougar, but it can't be nothing serious. Don't think you finna be this dude, main chick and all that. A lot of times, because she's asking, I don't know what younger men see in me. Sometimes he probably just need a place to stay. Sometimes that's all it really is. He probably just need a place to sleep at night. So, it is what it is, though.
Them, how old do you think I am? And every young man that have approached me have always said they thought I was in like my 30s. And I'm like, baby, no, I got a 30-something-year-old son.
That's crazy.
You know, I'm like, no, I'm not in my 30s, okay? I'm not. And then they will still continue.
Nah, yo, all right. She have a son in his 30s. Imagine her dating a man in his 30s that's the same age as her son. That gotta be weird, man. But it gotta be more weird for her son. Knowing, damn, that nigga right there is fucking the shit up my mom's. That's crazy, man. Imagine like your mom's bringing home a dude your age. Him and your mom in the room doing their thing. You in the living room, all you hearing is bang, 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 bang. Then he come on, sit down and look at you like, yeah, nigga, I'm the man in this joint. I just fucked the shit out your moms. Come on, man. That's crazy.
Continue to try to date you, to talk to you. And I'm like, no. In the past, I've been like, no, 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 no. So your girl gonna reconsider this. I'm gonna reconsider. And the reason why is because I think in life you should be open to love. And when I say open to love, I think you should be open to, don't worry about a man's age. A man shouldn't be worried about it. As long as they are legal now. I would say if you were in your 50s, you should not talk to anyone younger than 30. Because other than that, if he's 20-something, he's still a baby. He don't even know what he's doing. That's just, to me, that's unacceptable for me. Now, that may not be unacceptable for another woman, but I feel like if he is 30 and above, he should have you have a lot of young men seem like when they have approached me, they seem like they are more serious, more focused. They are about life. They're living. You can just see the life in them. They seem very excited about a relationship. They seem very excited about getting to know you. When you are talking to men in their 50s, because I don't talk to men in their 60s, so if they are in their 50s, you sometimes even wonder, do they have spunk? Do they have life? Or do they have any goals? You just don't hear that in men that are 50. They just lose that. And I don't know why, because us women don't. You know, we seem to still be spunky, still have that life where you're wanting to live life, do things, go somewhere, experience things.
That's crazy to me. Like, time out right there. Listen, imagine if this was your wife. Imagine if she was a married woman at 50, and this is how she feel about her man. Let's say she had got married to him maybe when they were in the 30s. 20 years in, all of a sudden now she got to change her heart. Well, you know, I want something more youthful. I still got my spark. She still want to get back in the streets. While a dude who in his 50s, he might, you know what I'm saying? He might be more laid back. He might be more conservative. But the point of the matter is, she's ready to jump ship. She's ready to jump back in the streets. Notice she said she don't date men in their 60s. But what's so crazy about this, right? She just want that stiff thing up in her. She just want a young dude to smash her real good. That's all she want. But if you listen to what she's saying, and this is something about women, fam, they will lie to themselves. She goes, well, you know, what's so crazy? These younger dudes, for some reason, they all got their stuff together. They got a good head on their shoulder. Now she's bigging up the younger dudes. Like, yo, the whole time, let's call a spade a spade. You would think that an older dude will be more mature. Because he's well seasoned. He been on the earth longer. So he got that wisdom. He knows how to treat a woman way better than a dude in his 30s. That's called a spade a spade. Experience is the best teacher. But the thing about her, what she's not saying is, I still want to have fun. I still want to get out here and have fun. I still got my spark. I still got my groove. She want to get back in the streets. That's really what it is. And this is what I be telling you all about some women, fam. It's an energy. When a woman is for the streets, bro, even if some simp save her along the way, at some point she will get back in the streets. And it don't matter how old she is, whether she's in her 40s, whether she's in her 50s, whether she's in her 60s, the streets be calling their name. They can't refrain from it. They could try. They could run from it. They could run from the streets, but they can't hide from the streets, bro. It's an energy. Just listen to what she's saying. So think about the man who be marrying a woman like this. Only when she reach like 45, 50, and according to her, she still got her spark. Dog, she's going to find a way to get a divorce, to get back in the streets, to spend your money on a younger dude. That's the reality, fellas.
It's a relationship. You don't seem to get that with older men. So I'm like, I might want to revisit that younger, I'm open. So I have said that I'm going to be open. Am I going out to look for a younger man? Absolutely not. But I'm not going to worry about a man.
You think he gonna find you?
Because I think that is
It's crazy.
relevant right now. Because I have met men 50 and they don't know how to pick up the phone and call a woman. Or they're playing so many games or just so much to where it's like, no, and absolutely no.
So you think a younger, so she thinks dating a younger dude will be better. This is just crazy, man.
So I would say, ladies, it doesn't really matter about a man's age. Just go out there, have fun, because you don't know, you may not even get married or end up married to a 50-year-old man. So just enjoy life and have fun. Just get out there and just date.
What I say,
enjoy yourself.
she just want to have
date
fun.
Responsibly, date knowing what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Date smart. Date. I'm telling you, because you can't just be out there on dates. I used to do that. That wore me out. I was tired just going on a date and deciding I want to talk to him after that dinner.
Wow.
I just got so tired of that to where I'm not doing that anymore. I'm dating with a purpose in mind.
Right.
I'm dating, even if he's younger, I'm just going to date with a purpose in mind. But I will say, because
This is crazy,
and I'm
right?
gonna get, so these videos are for adults only. I always put that my videos are not for children because they're conversations and I'm talking to adults. I feel like when I'm having a conversation, I'm talking to adults, I'm not talking to kids. So if you have your little ones, turn them off. I'm not gonna get explicit or anything, but this is adult conversation. I would say, ladies, I want you to know this when you're dating younger men. Don't always think younger men are fixing to just have you. This is for my women, because you have some women watch my channel and you ladies will get on here and you would get on here and just talk about they don't need to be having sex before marriage. People already know that. If they're living a Christian life, they already know that. So please don't come on my videos shaming anyone, making anyone feel bad about having sex before marriage. Because if she have chosen that, that is her choice. If she has not chosen that, it's not for me to be point my finger at her and saying anything. So before I get into this, I just wanted to make that known. Because I get some women on here that follow me, and they will just get on here to say women should not be having sex before marriage. Women should not be doing this. I can't stand them rules and regulations. Take that mess somewhere else, because all of us have the Holy Spirit inside of us if we know God. And if you know God, you already know what you should and should not be doing. So I'm not here to tell anybody that. I say this on my channel. This is a no judgment zone. I don't judge, and I don't like people on my comments commenting, telling people what they should and should not be doing. Anyway, disclaimer, all that's over with. But anyway, ladies, I want y'all to know this also. Do not think because you are dating a younger man, he is just going to sex you up and you're going to have all this great sex, because that may not be true. Know why you're dating him, because not all younger men know how to get busy. Because sometimes when it comes to making love, when it comes to
Making love.
having sex, making love, a man needs to be experienced. He needs to know what he wants, and he needs to not be afraid to do it. So also know that when you're dating younger men, don't get surprised if you get one and you're like, what? I thought he was just going to be, just drive me crazy all night long. That may not be true. That may not be true. I'm serious. Because sometimes when they're younger, they don't know what they're doing. If they're really not, because it really depends. It's not about age. If a man, this is what I found out in life. If he's married, if he's with his girlfriend or whatever, fiance or whatever the situation is, if a man, when he is making love to his girlfriend, his wife, if he wants to know what she likes, is when he gets taught. But some men, they will just think they know what you want and you don't want that, and they don't even ask you. They don't even bother to say, maybe, are you enjoying this? Are you liking this? Tell me what you like. Tell me what, because what men do is men, if they have had sex before and they've had girlfriends, they think you want what their other girlfriend had, which is not true. If any man is watching this channel and listening to this, always find out what your new wife, your new girlfriend wants. You can't go off of what somebody else wanted, because she may not like it the way she liked it. She may not want what she wants. She may not require what that girl required or require what that woman required. Always a good man that knows how to make love, whether he's 30 or he's 66, he has to find out what that woman likes.
Look, let's be clear. That's wifey privilege. Only wifey gets those type of privilege, right? You know, because your job is to please your wife. But when it comes to chicks that you meet out in the streets and all that, your job is to smash them, fam. Your job is to dog fuck those chicks. Okay? Don't try to be making love to someone. And listen, if it's like an older woman, dog, let's call a spade, man. An older woman wants you to beat that thing up. That's why she chose to deal with a younger dude, because she know if she looking for love and all that cool stuff, baby, you gotta date an older dude for that. You see what I'm saying? But a younger dude, his job is to beat that thing up. Facts. Knock the dust off that thing. That's it. So all this love and all that, man, that's type of stuff that you might probably want to only do with your girl. Don't meet these like older chicks and try to make love to them, dog. Don't you dare do that, all right?
You know, what does she want? What does she like? If all he's thinking about is himself, or thinking about, oh, my other girlfriend liked it this way, well, that's what she liked. Because a lot of men like to take you down that path of their ex-girlfriend or their ex-lover. It's like, no, honey, I don't want what she wants. I don't require what she wants. This is what I like. And that's what every man should know when it comes to making love to your girlfriend, to your wife. You need to study her. Study what she likes. Because a lot of times it won't take her forever to get to where she need to get to if you study her. But if all you do is worry about, well, I'm gonna just do what I did with Susie because that's Susie like that. Well, Susie used to like this. If you just listen to some people, because I've listened to my guy friend and I listen sometimes and he'll say so-and-so like that and so-and-so was like, and I was like, but you don't go tell another woman, you know, you have to, every woman is different. Every woman don't like the same thing. We're not all the same. We may be women, but we're definitely not all the same. And that's what a woman also has to know about her husband or her new boyfriend or whatever you are being, whoever you're with. Know that you have to study that person and ask that person what they like.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
And if whatever you're doing is what they like, because a lot of times you're gonna be doing stuff and they like, child, I can't wait till you're done. I'm just done. So don't always think that just because he's young, he's fixing to get busy. Because you might get a 3-minute man and he's 30. Yeah, you think that only 50, 60-year-old men's are 3 minutes. No, you can get a 30-year-old in 3 minutes too, babe. Yes.
Nah, man, why she steady throwing older dudes under the bus like this, man? What is going on, fam? But that's how women are. Like, once a woman's mind is made up, okay, like, I like younger dudes, and her mind is like younger dudes is the bomb. And they're gonna throw dudes their age under the bus. It's crazy, fam. It's crazy.
So it's about a man's mindset. Do he want to please a woman? Do he try to please a woman? Does he want, I mean, he could be, I'm telling you, he could be 20-something and he could be 60-something. It's all in the man that you are being with. How does he even want to make you feel good? You know, and that's vice versa. That's the woman as well. You know, women could feel the same way. I'm just gonna be here. I'm just here in the moment. What you want? Yeah, I'm not even trying to figure out what you know, who you are, what you want, and what you like. Some people are like that. And to me, I find those people to be selfish people. Those people, if you are married and you don't try to find out what your husband like, make your husband feel good, to me, that's selfish, because all you're thinking about is yourself. So like I said, that can go vice versa, male or female. So, yes, in this dating younger men, ladies, just know every single young man is not gonna break your back. So don't think that. And the reason why I bring that part up is because I have been.
Because that's what you want. Come on. That's what it's all about, fam. Like, fam, I just told y'all, fam, when it comes to these older women, dog, if an older woman is trying to date a younger dude, she just want a dude to break her back. That's it. She want to be fucked. So all the extra stuff that she's saying is like, come on. She just said what she really meant. She pretty much looking for a younger dude to break her back. That's the phase that she's in right now. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Seeing videos float on TikTok. There's this one lady that I think she calls it "Welcome to Cougarville." I think that's what her channel is or something. I've seen it. Sometimes when you watch one video on TikTok will think you want to see all of that person's video just because maybe you like one of them. But I think that's what it says, "Welcome to Cougarville" or something. And she says, flat out lies. And, you know, she makes it sound like these young men are just what she wants, and they're just going to do this and they're going to do that. And honey, that's not the truth. So I don't want women to think that if I date a young man, I'm just fixing the weapons to go all night long, because that may not be true. I've seen young men comment on stuff and say, I'm not going to be doing nothing all night long. If she don't get what she need in 20 minutes, it ain't going to be done. So ladies, know just because these guys are young, they're not going to break your back. That ain't true. So know why you're wanting this relationship with this young man. If it's for those type of reasons, that may not be the reason you should want to get with a younger man. Just know why. I just find, like I said, I find young men to be very full of life. I find them to be very go-getters. I find that they are just out there, sometimes regardless of, you know, whether they're African American or if they are Nigerian, it doesn't matter. It just seems like they are full of life. And when you meet men in their 50s and 60s, they seem like they just don't have no excitement no more.
She trying to live.
You know, that's pretty much it.
She trying to live.
Yeah, so I thought I would just get on here and just kind of update you guys. What's going on? Have I met anyone younger? Am I, you know, considering it? And I will say yes. I'm open. Basically, I'm open. I'm open for, you know, all ages, not all races, because I'm not, and I'm not racist. So I don't, you know, I'm not a racist, but I know what I like. I know what I would be happy with. I don't necessarily worry about, you know, all of that age gap stuff. Like, I mean, not age gap. I don't worry about the height of men as much as I used to when I was younger and I was childbearing ages and all that. Yes, I wanted a husband that was tall. I wanted my kids to be tall. I did not want my kids to be short like me, like mama. So, but I'm not.
See, now she passed her prime. See, that's the thing about a woman's list, dog. See, that's what I be saying. That's the thing about a woman's list. As a woman gets older, her list gets smaller. When she's in a prime, I want a man that's tall. I want a man that makes sense. All that silly stuff. But right now, she's at the point, see, no disrespect to her, but you could tell that she likes the streets. She loves the streets. That's why she goes, younger men are so full of life. The streets calling her name. That's what it is. Men who are in their 50s, they are too boring for her. They are too basic for her. She want to play on the wild side. She want to do to break her back. Smack that butt. That's what she wants. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality, man. And like a lot of times, I tell you dudes this all the time, fam. Once a woman is for the streets, that shit don't change. If a woman shows you she for the streets at the age of 18, she's still gonna be for the streets at the age of 50, bro. It's an energy, like you can't change that. That's why I tell you dudes all the time, man. Be careful when it comes to choosing your wife. Because you could be a dude who got married in his 30s and think that you found the right one. 20 years later, like you start seeing who your wife really is. That energy start coming out now. She ready to get back to the streets. And what she's going to do is find a reason to divorce your ass, or she's going to cheat on you. That's the reality, bro. Crazy.
Having any children, so if my husband is 5'6", 5'8", I'm cool with that. That's not an issue for me. But I think that even if you are in childbearing age, if you were the height of men as much as I used to when I was younger and I was childbearing ages and all that, yes, I wanted a husband that was tall. I wanted my kids to be tall. I did not want my kids to be short like me, like mama. So, but I'm not having any children. So if my husband is 5'6", 5'8", I'm cool with that.
Nah, I mean, this is kind of crazy. Listen, me personally, I don't really date older women. You know what I'm saying? It's not really my cup of tea. But man, like when you really think about it, right? It's like when you smashing like an older chick, you probably could dump in her. Like you probably even got to use a condom type shit. You probably could like hit it and dump in her and not even be worried about, man, like is she gonna get pregnant? Now, I don't see some cases where women over like a certain age, whether it's like 45 or whatever, still got pregnant. But I'm not quite sure what age. I think like they're like menopause stuff at 45. So imagine like smashing like an older chick and like you just dumping in her every time. That's crazy, bro. Hell, imagine if you get like an older chick pregnant. That's, man. Hey, man, fellas, I know there's a bunch of dudes out there who like dating older women and like and stuff because for whatever reason, whether you like trying to get back on your feet or whether you really in love with her or whatever the case may be, but just be careful, man. Just be careful.
That's not an issue for me. But I think that even if you are in childbearing age, if you are 30 years old, we have to stop worrying about men's height because you could run into a really good man and he's short. So I think that shouldn't be a reason why you don't date a man is because of his height. He could really have, a lot going on. So.
Right. But she feels this way past her prime. When she was in her 20s and 30s, that wasn't a thing. But because she's past her prime now, she's an older woman, you know what? Women shouldn't be worried about that anymore. I mean, it's like that shouldn't be a deal breaker. But when you were in your prime, it was. You see what I'm saying? But that's the thing about women, fellas. It's like a cycle. We all sit back and watch the cycle take place. Like if you study women, dog, like you understand from once they leave high school, go off to college, they leave college from like 21 to 29, like you watch them play the streets heavy. You watch them mess with the dudes who dog them out. Only to find a simp who's willing to marry them when they in their late 20s, like early 30s. And if she for the streets, you watch her marry that dude, then get a divorce, break him, and then return back to the streets. And like a lot of times with women who are for the streets, when they get older, right, their thing is file for divorce, right, get half of some dude money, and go trick it off on the young boy toy. That's the gold for like women who are for the streets. That's like mission accomplished once you get to that point. You get the divorce, you get half of some dude money, and now you get a younger dude. Kind of like what happened with Shaq. You know, like his baby moms had like that little younger dude that she was messing with. She was paying his rent and all that. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. Facts.
You know, I said, you know what? We're just gonna have this open. We're gonna say that we're open to, you know, going out, having dinner with a younger man. I'm cool with that. At first, if you watch all my other videos, I was totally against it. I really didn't like it. I was like, no, I don't think I want to do this. He's after this or he's after. That's not true. I've came across so many younger men that are like, I just want to date you. I just like you. I mean, I don't even know why. I had one guy tell me that I had met. He was younger. He was in his 20-somethings. I think he was like 28. And I talked to this young man on the phone so many times, and he was telling me, he was like, why do you make such a big deal out of it? He's like, why is it even, I mean, he's like, it's like you're just going on and on about I'm too young and this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other. He's like, why don't you just live, just enjoy the moment, just enjoy life. And I was like, I can't be doing this, I can't be dealing with no young man, my kids is this age, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm not, no. Absolutely no, honey, this is not, I mean, I was really going on, and I realized, and I thought about how he was like, girl, it ain't even that serious.
Yo.
He was like, oh my gosh, girl, that ain't really that serious. Okay, I get it. You don't want to talk to no young man. I get it. I was kind of totally against it. But I made the videos because I was always getting approached by them. So I'm like, what is it? Why? And I'm like, and when I look at myself in the mirror, I don't feel like I look 30. I don't feel like I look 40. I mean, I don't feel like I look 50 either, but I don't. I don't carry myself like a young girl, like a young 20-year-old, 30-year-old woman, so I don't know.
She a Miss Parker, you know what I'm saying? She's a Miss Parker. She's that type of chick a dude gonna be like, man, I'll smash that older chick, you know what I'm saying? Because some dudes just want to see like what that thing is like. You know what I'm saying? We just want to see what that thing is like. So somebody will bend her over. Like I said, she do fit the criteria of, man, I'll beat the dust off that pussy. Like, she do fit the criteria. So I can see how dudes will like try. But it's crazy though. Like, one thing about like chicks who are older, they feel very flattered when younger men give them compliments. It's like validation to them. It's like, oh, I still got it. Ooh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like very flattered when it comes to that. But listen, that dude is saying those things because he want to smash. But a chick will act like she don't know though. And the whole time she know that man just want to smash.
I'm like, but sometimes I can be out. I remember one time I was vacuuming my car. I was at a place in Irving vacuuming out my car. And this young man, he drove beside me, and he was in like a black Escalade or something, and he sit in his car, and he was like looking at me, and then he, you know, kind of like, you know, hi, hello, Miss Lady, can you come talk to me or whatever? And I looked at him like, absolutely no. You get out your car and come talk to me. See, that's the thing too, is it's almost like you have to somewhat teach younger men. No, I'm not fixing to run up to your car and talk to you. I'm not 20. No. You get out your car. Take your butt out your car and you come talk to me if that's what you're trying to do. You gonna come correct. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna go into your car like I'm some little young girl just because you're driving some black Escalade and it looks like you got money. No, honey, I don't think so. Absolutely not. You are going to get out of your car and you are going to come and talk to me. And that's exactly what he did. And I found out this young man was like 25. He was not the first young man that tried to talk to me, but after I found out he was 25, he actually was living in London, but he was here on production or something here in Irving. And he was like 25, but he was a big stocky dude. He did not look 20 something. He looked like he may have been 30, a little bit more than that. But after finding he was 20, I was like, hell no. I told him, I said, babe, I'm old enough to be your mother. And I actually talked to him like that, and I didn't take any more phone calls from him. It just like, no, I don't want nobody 25. Child, no, that's younger than my child, my baby girl. I'm like, absolutely no. So, but that's some things too, ladies. You know that when younger men approach you, sometimes they approach you not in the correct way because they're still young. You know, they should know I don't drive up beside a woman and tell her to come talk to me. If I want to approach her, if I think she's a nice looking woman, then I should get out of my car and go talk to her. See, those are clues and things to let you know that he's not where he need to be right now. He's still young. He don't know that that's not.
Man, what do you expect trying to holler at a younger dude as an older woman? Like, you expect him to be like a sweetheart to you? Like, it's just crazy, bro. Listen, if you're an older woman and you're interested in dating younger men, you have to compromise. You have to face reality. The reality is you're a bit older than him. So, based on his sexual appetite, you're not number one in his eyes when it comes to picking a chick that he wants. You're not number one. You're probably like, no disrespect, but probably one of the last options for him. So if you want that man, you have to look past certain things. You have to compromise. You have to realize, like, okay, you're an older woman and the dating world is very competitive. And if you're an older woman and you're competing with younger women will always beat you from a physical sense. You have to be aware of that. So you can't have high expectations when it comes to dating a younger dude as an older woman. Stop lying to yourself.
Not the way to approach a woman. And then my friend tells me, he told me, he said, Leslie, some of the things that you require, every woman don't require. He said, I'm gonna tell you, you high maintenance is so many things that you won't deal with. And he was like, if you don't let a man know that, no, that's not gonna fly with me. That's not fixing to go. Men, he said a lot of women don't even, some of the stuff you be saying you're not gonna deal with, other women don't even care. So it's like some men don't know that they're doing something wrong until you tell them, because they are so used to dating women that say, oh, it's okay. You know, he said, like, I had mentioned one time when this guy said he was going to call me and he didn't call. I take stuff like that very serious. When you say you're going to call me, I expect for you to call me. If you're busy and you can't call me that evening, especially when you're getting to know someone, I feel like you should say, well, you know what, babe, text me if you can't talk. If you're busy, I mean, we all got lives. Text me and say, you know what, I'm busy. I will call you tomorrow. I feel like don't just ignore me, because in those dating new stages, they mean a lot. You get to know that person and how that person, basically, those dating stages is how that person is going to treat you once you get married or once you get in a serious relationship. And that's why I find it funny that women always say, well, I didn't know he was that way. That's not true, sis. He was doing a lot of this stuff during your courting. If you had paid attention, you wouldn't even got to marriage. But you just thought you could change him or that he would change. A lot of times men won't. Men feel like, well, hey, I bet you're doing that. Well, maybe you're going to stop now. Or why should I stop now? And it's the truth. If there's something you're not liking in a man, you have to let him know. And that's what I'm working on. Because a lot of times, I'm going to tell you, when men weren't doing things I didn't like, I ghost, I disappeared, I just went on. Next is what I would do. I wouldn't carry on to try to tell him what he doing wrong.
Crazy. I wonder what's her body count. Because when a woman have that mindset where it's like, next, what happens is over the course of time, she end up dating a lot of different men because of her mindset. And the thing about that is when a woman date a lot of men, it's hard for her to commit to just one guy. Because from the time that one guy do something that she don't like, her natural habit is to go deal with the next dude. And then when the next dude does something that she don't like, her natural habit is to move on to the next. And then she move on to the next. And before you know it, she rack up a very high body count. And before you know it, she become prone to the streets. That's just the reality of it, man. And as a man, no matter what you do or what you say, you can't make a woman like that happy. She will never be happy with commitment from you because it's in her nature to move on to the next. Now, a virtuous woman will stick it out. She will put up with it because she don't want to be dealing with multiple or dating a bunch of different dudes. See, like women know, like once they in a situation where they're dating like mad dudes, one, their body count become extremely high. Two, you are having soul ties with a lot of different men. That's bad energy. That's why like some women got trauma from past relationships because you carried over. So it is what it is, man. It's like, that's why you just got to pay attention to the signs. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to women, like if you listen clearly, they tell you who they are.
Because I told my friend, I was like, why do I need to tell a man what he doing wrong? And he's like, because he know me, he's like, some women don't even care about this stuff you're saying. They will continue to date a man, or they're not saying, why did you do that? Why did you do this? Or why did that? He's like, some women don't even care. Some just date men and don't even, and I thought about that. And I was like, that could sure be true. That some men are really not, men I see tend to go with the last thing they were dating. If they were dating a woman that didn't require a lot, she didn't say nothing to a lot of stuff he did, he felt like the next woman is going to be that way. Because that's what I was saying about when it comes to sex. Some men think that, oh, I'm going to get my new girl with my old girl. No, bro. You better figure out what she wants, your new woman. You don't go off of your old relationship. You definitely cannot. Because I am the type, absolutely not. If you say whatever I want your yes to be yes and your no to be no. If you say you're going to call me, I want you to at least, I don't care if it's a 2-minute phone call. Babe, I'm busy. I got to do this. My mom need me to go here. I got to go pick up my cousin from the airport, whatever. I just want an explanation of why you can't call me like you said you could. Because I'm that way. And
see, the thing is, if you want to date younger men, you can't have those type of requirements. You got to understand what it is, baby. This is just fun. This is a fun time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just here to have fun. Don't get caught up with that because now, and what's so crazy about this? This is when the roles reverse. Right? This is what men go through when we, chasing these chicks who are younger than us or who looks better and all that, who are in their prime. Like this is what we go through with them, right? We might get their number. They might be mad dry. They may not pick up the call. Like we might call them. They don't call us back. You know how it goes. But this is what we go through with women when they are in their prime. But when these women are past their prime, karma comes back around to bite them. You see that? Like, you see how life works? That's karma saying, yo, remember when you was in your prime? This is what you used to do to men. No, men are doing it to you. But you can't have those type of high standards and those requirements if you're dating younger dudes. The younger dude is the prize. You got to get on his page. You can't expect him to call you back. He might be busy. You got to call him again. That's just what it is. That's just the reality, though.
Because I feel like there are people that they show up late everywhere. Everywhere they go, they're late. If they tell you if they say, okay, babe, Wednesday we're gonna have dinner at 5 o'clock at such and such restaurant, and you don't show up to 6:30. See, stuff I don't tolerate that kind of stuff. Cause to me that is my time, and time is money. And I feel like it's disrespect if you tell me you're gonna do something, say something, and you don't do it.
It is okay to be so stressed and overwhelmed that you feel like you need to talk to someone about it. And by that, I mean going to.
And yes, there's times that I have not done what I said I was going to do, but I've always called the person, let the person know that Tuesday's not going to work. Can we reschedule for another day to talk or whatever? I just feel like that's just unacceptable. To do stuff like that, to show up anytime somewhere. If you tell me the date is at 5 o'clock, I expect you to be there at 4:49, 4:59. Because I'm going to be there 15 minutes early, unless I just done got lost now. Now, if I done got lost, that's a whole different story.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? But some people just show up late just to show up late, just because I can. They walk out of the house 15 minutes late, knowing they told you a certain time. And to me, that stuff is just unacceptable. And I don't like that. So, anyway, this video is about, well, you know what? It's all in dating. It's all in relationships. Whether a man is young, whether a man is old. That's what I'm saying. It's all in dating. It is. It's all in dating, guys. It is. It is. I'm going to cut this video short because I am trying to get my videos down to 15 minutes. Can you believe it? I am going to do that. That is my goal in 2021. I am going to try to get my videos down to 15 minutes. So I want to talk.
All right, look, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Look, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I think if you're an older woman and you want to date younger dudes, let's be honest. The main reason why, well, probably the only reason why an older woman will seek interest in a younger dude is mainly because of the sex. You want to get your back blown out by a younger dude. You want to deal with a dude with more life. You want to have more fun. Bottom line is you want to be in the streets. That's the bottom line. So based on the fact that's what you want and you're no longer in your prime, you have to compromise. This is not back in the day when you were the baddest, hottest thing around. No, in life is out with the old, in with the new. That's progression. That's the reality of life. For women. And the thing about a man, see, the good thing that a man have going for himself as he age, he increases his resources. He can increases his finances and things like that. Therefore, his value as a man increases as he ages. Whereas for a woman, their value depreciates as they get older. Nobody cares about a chick who is older, who have a lot of money, who have a lot of resources. The only time you will care about a woman like that is only if you want some of her resources and some of her money. Let's call a spade a spade. So the only time a younger dude might take an older woman serious is if he's trying to get a loan or get back on his feet. But as an older woman, you can't be out here trying to have demands and things like that. Take it for what it is. Have your fun, but it's just fun. Don't be trying to have demands and things like that, okay? It don't work like that. But fellas, this is why as a man, you got to be careful who you choose to wife. Because this could be your wife right here talking when you're both in your 50s. While you in love with her, she's trying to get back in the streets. It is what it is, man. It's crazy out here, fellas. Be careful out here, man. Listen, I'm definitely will be going live more often. If you guys haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the main channel, AyeQ, and also subscribe to AyeQ Reacts. All right? Support the movement, support the content. It's your boy AyeQ, and I'm out, man. Peace.